All right, now we got everybody settled. We are ready for Super Mario 3D World with KingJO444. King, take it away.
Hello, Pax East. Welcome to the Mario blog. Let's go. Today, we're doing Super Mario 3D World. This is the Switch version, not the Wii U version. This has actually never been shown at an in-person event before. So this is going to be the debut of it, which is sick. We're not doing this one. We're doing this one, okay? Let's make that clear. I also picked out the two most clueless bozos I could find at PAX East to help commentate this run. What's your names, bozos?
You can go first.
Okay.
I'm upset.
Hi, I'm illegally Sam. I resent that. I'm at least like the third least knowledgeable here, not in the bottom two.
Okay, that's fair. You're still a bozo.
Yes.
What's up?
I'm CMM. Apparently, I'm the other bozo.
Yes, you are.
I'm here to ruin Joey's life for the next hour and 40 minutes.
We're starting off strong. Yeah, this was released in 2021. The original came out in 2013. And yeah, there's a lot of actual differences with this game. It's about 10 minutes faster on Switch version for one key difference. This game is full of momentum tricks and some of that really cool jumps. So if you see something cool and you think it's cool, just cheer. Go for it. I don't want there to be any quiet time during this. Yeah.
I'm stuck on the whole like 2021, 2013 thing, thinking about how I was like 50 in 2021 and you were like in the womb in 2013.
I'm not that young.
You are the youngest one here.
I am the youngest one here. Anyhow, there are 4 characters. We'll explain their attributes later. We're going to start with Toad, though, so I want the audience to help out and chat to help out. Countdown from 3. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, so Super Mario 3D World. It's a 3D Mario that kind of plays a little bit like a 2D Mario. So we are going to be starting off in Super Bell Hill. There are 3 green stars per level. We need 170 to beat the game. And the first big difference from Wii U version to Switch version, we can skip the cutscenes. Let's go. Saving 2 minutes off the bat.
You also see that cursor that's on screen. We don't have a Wii U gamepad with a touch screen anymore. So we have a gyro pointer instead, and that's going to get messy.
Yeah, you're gonna see me absolutely destroy the scene with my
Dude, you just
with this
that rabbit.
I literally just destroyed that rabbit.
Ruins his entire day.
Look, the rabbit was like our way of getting 100% in Celeste before this. This time we just destroy it. So.
Yeah, so each stage you're obviously going to be routing the green stars because we do need that 170, as Joey mentioned. You don't care about the stamp. The stamp, we don't care. I'm sorry. Their color in this game, that's another difference between the Wii U and this.
That's true, yeah.
Also don't care about the flagpole at the end.
Yeah, you can get a golden flagpole at the end by getting the top. That doesn't matter for any percent, so we're actually going to get the bottom. It's faster.
It unfortunately matters for a lot of other things.
Yeah, it matters in longer categories.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to 1-2, we're actually going to get our first secret exit, which we're going to skip the rest of World 1 for. This game, you're supposed to save a Sprixie per world, which are little fairies. But we are actually going to skip 2 of them, which means they don't show up for the rest of the run.
They're stuck in the bottles.
They're stuck in their bottles. They were not important enough.
Yeah.
Look, I just need to see the credits. I don't care who we save. I'm the anti-hero here.
That's true.
This is why you picked Toad and not Mario, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so fun fact, Mario's not going to be used at all during this run in Super Mario 3D World. I just want to point that out. So the attributes, Toad runs the fastest on the ground. Peach can hover, which is really good for skip, so we're going to see those 2 the most.
Yep.
Luigi has a high jump, and Mario exists.
Mario's bad at everything.
Mario does nothing for us.
But he's not, he's okay at everything.
If you want to see Mario gameplay, stick around for Mario World after this.
Yeah. And of course, if you're familiar with Mario 2, those are the same attributes for the characters in that, although we won't be really plucking up vegetables in this run, I don't think.
Not that I know of.
I was trying to think. I was like racking my brain. I'm like, am I about
I
to
hope
spread
not.
this information?
I don't know what.
You should go to the stamp hut.
I'm not going to the stamp hut.
We need one.
This whole run is just, you're going to be like, go off the path.
Help.
Do that. Help.
Also, shout out to the Sprixies. They have like really cool hairstyles. The two coolest hairstyles we're not saving. So
They don't need oxygen either because that's corked up. They're doomed.
they didn't poke holes in the cork or anything like that. No. All right, so now we're using Peach for the first time, which whenever we switch to Peach, you know the run is going to be, that level is going to be kind of cool, and we're going to have some cool skips, because Peach can hover, and that would move mixed in with our movement in this game. Let's just do jumps like that, where we can just cut corners.
Another thing I think...
There's going to be a lot cooler than that. If you're applauding for that, you'll love the rest of the run, trust me.
We got to warm up the audience. Get them
That
ready
is
with
true.
some simpler tricks before you get to the real
That's
stuff.
me,
That,
if you care.
the one that just smashed its head into that block. All right, the other thing too, something small, this game is built off of like really small time saves where like, for example, there are fireworks in this game. If the last 2 digits on the timer in the top right the last digit is either a 6, a 3, or a 1, loses about a second and a half. That builds up over the course of the run. There's also the case that stars spawn faster if you touch them with the cursor. So that saves like 2 frames, but it saves time.
Is it the same as Mario 1 where the specific number is the amount of fireworks you get?
Yes, actually, but it doesn't correlate of how much time you're gonna lose. It's like a half second. So like you'll lose half a second for a 1, like 1 second for 3, and 1.5 for 6. So now we move on to Shadow Play Alley. We're gonna get our good little friend here. We're gonna pick him up, and I hope you guys don't get attached.
Oh, hey, it's the Nintendo Switch 2 camera.
That is true.
Oh, no.
Don't get attached, okay? I'm telling you right now not to get attached because, bye. Oh, no, he's saying he's alive. Okay. He usually dies.
I want to point out that piranha plant ate other piranha plants, and that's not...
That's cannibalism.
Yeah.
That's nuts. All right, so right here is supposed to be a puzzle. I know where the green star is.
Yeah.
It was a good puzzle.
That was a really good puzzle. And now we're going to go over here, and we're going to see scary Shadow Bowser, and he's just going to be back here. We're going to kill him.
Dude, he exploded.
Well, wait, we beat Bowser? Did we beat the game already?
That's the game time. No, I'm kidding. I know GDQ stuff to the point where I can make those jokes. Also, that'd be crazy if it was a 1:45 estimate and we finish in 5 minutes. I just want to be super safe, you know. Also, so I talked about fireworks. I'm the absolute worst when it comes to realizing if I'm going to get fireworks or not, because it is faster to wait and not get fireworks than to just get them. I have the mentality of screw that. So I just get the fireworks to take the time loss, which makes me a horrible speedrunner. I mean, I'm really good. Hi, everybody. I play video games.
So if Joey gets any fireworks during this run, for every firework, I want the crowd to, like, boo him. I think that would be really great.
You know what? Yeah, sure. Or you guys can clap for the fireworks.
No.
Okay.
No.
That would be too nice.
Negative reinforcement. That's how we get you out of this habit.
Got you.
I was thinking, like, if you get 6 fireworks, we get 6 big booms for it.
Yeah.
No.
6 big boos. Sorry.
6 big boos, okay. So we talked about before about the cursor. Right here, we're going to see it used to its utmost abilities, because we're supposed to run across all these, but we can just use the cursor to do this. If I can hit it, there we go. I'm a little shaky. There we go, nice. And now we're gonna go into this pipe. I didn't grab the green star, so I'm gonna grab it with a baseball. There you go.
I mean, sure.
That was actually really cool. Please clap.
I'm begging you.
All right, so now we're done this level. I like to say that this run is kind of like, there's some cool stuff here and there in Worlds 1 and 2. It really starts picking up when we get to World 3. That's when we'll see a glitch being used, and we're going to see a lot of really fancy jumps to skip a lot of stuff.
I think something that's also worth mentioning is that you do have the Odyssey, like, ground pound dive.
We do, yeah.
When they were like, yeah, sure, you can have that too.
Yeah, the main things that they changed about this game is they actually increased every character's base speed in this game, which makes it go a lot faster. And then we also have skippable cutscenes and a mid-air dive move, which I will use sometimes to save myself.
So I'm pretty sure that there's Mystery House Melee, and I'm pretty sure there's Mystery House Brawl.
There is. We don't get to see Brawl in this run, though.
We don't get Ultimate ever. So
we never get Ultimate because Ultimate wasn't out.
So
we don't get Mystery House for Wii U and 3DS.
Yeah, we don't get that. So these are basically those little mini box challenges, but like one after the other. And if you die or fail any of them, you get to start over.
Yeah, but thankfully, I like to think I'm good at the game. Maybe.
We'll judge later.
We'll judge. We'll find out.
No, we'll judge live.
But, okay. The other thing too is at the end of the game, if you play to the special worlds, thank you.
Okay, they're being nice.
They're being nice. Thank you, audience. If we play to through the special worlds, you get a Mystery House Marathon, which is 30 green stars that you have to do in one go. So that's fun to do in a category called 380 stars.
It's great when you fail at 29.
I've done that.
Yeah.
It's not fun. All right, so these guys right here, I'm actually going to hold them, and that way they die in one hit instead of two. Just small time saves.
You'll see more of them in Mario World after this, the Galoombas.
Yeah, Galoombas. My favorite name for an enemy ever.
I have to think on that. There's probably something better.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Torpedo Ted, personally.
Yeah, Torpedo Ted.
We'll see Torpedo Ted. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Never mind. I forgot which torpedo, I was thinking of a Bullet Bill instead of Torpedo Ted.
The Projectile William.
There's Bonds.
Projectile William.
But now there's also King.
Bullet William.
King Bill kind of is lame.
Yeah. So now we have double cherry pass where we're going to multiply ourselves. Every time you grab a cherry here, Toad will say multiply, which is funny.
Every time, I don't know what happens, but whenever one Toad dies, the other one becomes the real Toad, so I'm not really sure what.
I don't know which one's the real one.
Yeah.
They don't either.
It's
Which we're actually going to leave one behind here. This is all we got this Toad for, so we're just going to put him in this corner. Goodbye.
timeout corner.
He's in timeout, and now he's going to disappear. Right there. He's dead. I mean, he's not dead. He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. He's okay. We just left him at preschool.
That's even
We
worse.
dropped him off.
That's even worse.
Okay, so right here you're supposed to need 4 clones, but we could just climb up the wall. So Cat Power's Catsuit's a little overpowered.
Especially with the additional speed.
All right, so next up we have our first.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we got fireworks. Okay, that's a good note. That's how I'm gonna know that we got fireworks.
Pack staff is gonna be like, what is going on?
What is happening?
This guy stinks.
They're clapping and then they're booing. Like he's either doing really good or really bad.
Yeah, Joey's so used to messing up and getting fireworks, he didn't even notice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I was expecting it. Oh, can we do the slot machine?
We're not gambling.
I want to do the slot machine.
If you're stopping my fireworks problem, I'm gonna stop your gambling problem. Okay, so this is our first of a couple auto-scrollers. Some of them have some really cool skips in them. This one doesn't. So we have 3 minutes to banter, but I'm also, because it's an auto-scroller, when we get to a long stretch, I'm going to need the audience's help for this. I want to get a sick photo with the crowd. So I'll tell you when that comes up, all right? I want you guys to throw your hands up in the air.
And wave them around like you just don't care.
Maybe care a little bit.
Maybe care a bit. But yeah, so the main thing for this is we care about keeping this cannon, which we need for the 3rd green star. We can also like touch the enemies so that they stop in place, and if you tickle them enough, they give you money.
They don't like that.
That's not something you should know as a life lesson.
We're striking that from the record.
All right, I need everybody's help here. Let's go! Woo! Perfect. Awesome. And the auto-scroller is still going.
Thanks for not including me or Sam in that.
No problem.
That's fine. We're on camera.
You are? That's crazy. Look, Mom, I made it.
We had to squish in real close to fit on camera.
We did have to squish in real close. Our legs are really close together.
Sorry, I'm gonna man spread here a little bit.
All right, so get that right there. We can also tap these boxes to break them, you know, just to spend the time.
Yeah.
Ironically, I think there's more auto-scrolls in this game than any other 3D Mario game. Maybe Galaxy has more. Galaxy has a lot. But this one has a couple, but we can do some cool stuff in some other ones. Sadly, this one we can't. But right here, we can push the camera forward by going to the end and get that last green star. There we go. All right, so now we go for our boss fight here against Boom Boom. Another small amount of time save we can do is the first 2 hits, we're going to jump on Boom Boom. The last one, we're going to swipe him and with our catsuit. And that saves 1 second each, which means big time save, big money. Let's go. And the other thing I'm going to do on purpose is get rid of this cannon box head.
Wait, where'd he go?
I don't know. He hit me. Oh, no. I did that on purpose, though, because that saves time. You lose a second if you have a cannon box at the end.
True to his name, he boomed.
He did boom twice.
Yeah. Oh, we're just skipping the time. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
mean,
skip
you
the time.
don't need
That actually loses
That
time
would
because it
lose
counts
time.
down the clock at the end.
I like finding ways to make.
Here's our
lose time.
first fairy we're gonna save. We won't skip her. She's cool.
Oh, it's a Bowser cork.
That was a Bowser Cork, yeah. And there we go. That is the first world we actually completed the real way. Let's go. All right. Technically two down. There's 8 worlds in this game. And yeah, we're moving on to the next one. The first level of the next world is gonna have our first glitch in the game. And the first only real unintended glitch called Ice Glitch. Or as I like to call it, instead of cat momentum, we call it car momentum, because we're going to go as fast as a car, pretty much. By mashing crouch on ice, you can gain unlimited speed. Try this out at home if you have the game, and we're going to zoom.
If you crash while doing that, is that vehicular Mario slaughter?
No, because we're not playing as Mario.
Oh, it's vehicular Peach slaughter.
Okay, that's a little worse.
That's a little worse.
All right, so first we're going to get this green star here. And then we're gonna go vrooming, and there we go. And we're gonna carry it right on over here and get this bunny. Perfect, nice. And it's not done yet. We have one more here. Oh, whoops, if I can get it, come on. And I'm gonna hopefully get a really cool strat here. One. Oh, I missed it, okay. I was gonna bounce off the other one, but that's okay, I can just climb up here. But there you go. That was a really cool level.
Well,
All
yeah,
right.
it's a snow level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of course it's cool.
Yeah,
it's always cool.
like the
Also,
weather
I'm
outside.
Canadian, by the way, so this is my level.
Yeah, your home turf.
Did someone boo? Don't boo.
No, it's okay. You can boo.
No, you don't.
I'm glad the audience
Don't
center had paid to boo you earlier.
Yeah.
You paid them. You paid them off.
Didn't
All right.
take much.
$3. Canada's worth more than $3.
Yeah, sorry, $4 Canadian.
Thank you.
Oh, so
At
it's
least
not
use the conversion rate, please. All right, so moving on to our ghost house, which is the first level we're going to use Luigi. It's very fitting. Luigi, actually, so I am not the top runner in this game. I know, crazy. But if you're a top runner of this game, you use Luigi a lot because of he can vector really crazily, and we're going to see that a lot. I'm not good at it, so I use Peach and Toad a lot, and also they were the meta for speedrunning in the Wii U version, so I just kind of carried over with that.
You make Luigi suffer in the Boo Mansion. This is like his exposure therapy. this is not how you do
No,
it.
that's what Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2. Actually, no, that's what
every
Luigi's.
single one of them.
That's what Luigi's Mansion 2 is, because that one's not good.
It is on Switch, though.
It is on Switch. Someone didn't like that.
I think it's fun. Boo him. Boo him.
Well, there's booze right there.
There is booze. You're just
Yeah.
pointing out things that are on screen now.
Yeah, just point. Which one was that? Isn't that called Peepa?
Yeah, they're peepas.
I like Peepa.
Yeah, I'm a big peepa enjoyer.
I'm a peepaw, so it's
All right, so right here we're gonna get a lot of speed by vectoring and barely make it up there. Nice, awesome.
What do I dare ask is vector?
So vector, I'm glad you asked, Mr. MM1215.
Thank you.
Vectoring is jumping at, you're seeing how I'm jumping back and forth between these 30 or 40 degree angles. That's how you build a lot of speed. It's very common in Mario games like Mario Odyssey and also this game. So whenever I say vectoring, it's basically just jumping diagonally back and forth.
I love how you say it's very common in Mario games and then named 2.
I'm only naming 2, but it's also in Mario 3D Land, which I also run that game too.
So
I run every 3D Mario game, so.
Yeah, imagine doing them all in a row or something.
That'd be crazy. It would probably take 40 hours? What loser would do that?
Oh, hell no.
So we're moving on to our first Captain Toad stage. I want everybody to listen to this. Everybody, shh. We're gonna hear the real name of this. 1 second. Diaper Adventure, baby. Let's go.
I disagree.
That's totally what he says.
It's time for adventure.
No, it's Diaper Adventure.
I don't know what he just said there, though.
I don't know. He just said.
He's like,
All right, so this is, I know you're seeing literally none of the level. I'm sorry. This is how I play the level. Also, I have to claw grip my controller here in order to move the camera and use the cursor and run with Toad. So you're gonna see this. Well, you probably can't even. You can't even see it in the camera, but that's how I'm holding it in a very awkward way.
I actually looked down to make sure you weren't lying.
I'm not lying.
Do you miss the touch controls for these stages, Joey?
No. So on the Wii U, everything you're seeing me use with the cursor, like with motion controls, you had to use the gamepad, and while you're playing the game, so I did what I coined nose strats, where I just smacked my face into my Wii U gamepad, which isn't great. So this is much more healthy, and you don't get a bloody nose during it. That's not the last you'll see of Captain Toad. We have a couple stages.
He's a bit of a ham. He's everywhere.
Also, we're going to save the freest 2 seconds of my life. There is a map feature in this game to warp back to any place. Instead of going through that pipe, we are just going to open the map and warp. There you go, 2 seconds save. Let's go. This audience is great. I could tell you guys that I saved time if I died, and you guys would just apply.
That's why we're here, to make sure you don't do that.
Yeah,
don't
you guys
lie to the ice audience.
You guys are here to humble me. All right, so now we're gonna do this level. This is one of the shortest levels of the run, like in terms of main levels, and just like that, we're done. That's it.
That's it.
I almost got fireworks.
Almost.
Almost. All right, so we have a little bit of a breather because the end of World 3 is really tough. So these next two levels are kind of calm. So specifically YouTube, because you're the only one with mics.
No.
How has PAX been?
PAX is pretty cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff on the expo floor. I actually played a puzzle game, if anyone likes puzzle games. I can't remember it now. I'm sorry, guys.
Way to shout them out.
It was like Starlight Scramble something or other, and it's cool. You should try that on the show floor.
I think I've played 6 games. I think I've bought 8, so we're doing
like,
good.
That's a proper ratio.
I have also bought more games than I have played so far.
Welcome to PAX.
Oh, I played a game earlier called, I think it's called Cappy and Tappy. I might have it backwards, but Tappy Cappy. Oh,
Someone said you got it.
Well, yeah,
so.
that's John. He played with me.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
He remembered. But someone's platforming, and the other person is dropping like basically Tetris blocks to make a path for you.
Oh, nice.
And then they start like being jerks and like put spikes on them. So
Sounds about right.
Really cool game.
This is reminding me of the Wii U gamepad in New Super Mario Bros. U.
Yeah, that's true. Boost mode.
We're big Wii U enjoyers. Is there any Wii U enjoyers in the audience? Really?
That was a lot.
Joey,
That's everybody who bought a Wii U right there. Let's go.
Joey, I think you're forgetting. They're watching a game that was originally on Wii U live in person. I think they might like.
I think there's some people who played this game on Switch and didn't know it was a Wii U game. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, yeah.
That's like literally 50 more cheers than there should have been. I'm gonna be honest. I love the Wii U. It was still garbage.
Wow.
This game came out on a
Boo him.
cemetery. Don't boo me.
He's
Boo me only when you see a boo.
He's trying to be as unlikable as possible for the bit.
That is true. Look, the Mario games are too cheerful. I have to bring some sort of
bring the mood
some
down.
sort of negativity to them.
He's trying to speedrun turning the audience against it.
Yeah.
Is it working? Am I underestimate? All right, so this level is an underwater level. Everybody hates these.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Really?
I don't mind Wonder.
I mean, they're peaceful, but in a speedrun?
It depends.
It depends on the water level.
Like Mario 1 water levels are really fast.
Mario 64 water levels just have the best music.
I mean, Dire Dogs is good, yeah.
AKA the only underwater theme is
Yeah, I had
Dire
to think-
Dogs.
I had to think for a minute.
You could have said Dire Dogs or Jolly Roger Bay. They're both correct.
Look, the Secret Aquarium.
Yeah, the secret.
It's the same music.
Yeah, but it is funny to me. It's called Dire Dogs, but that's like the 3rd place you find that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so now we got through some, kind of, a little bit of a pause, right, for those levels. Those were relatively easy. I could hand it off to, like, my 8-year-old cousin, and he could probably do that.
You could hand it off to Clay, and he could
I
do
could
it.
hand it
I
off
could
to
do
Clay,
it.
who's
I could do
basically
it.
my who's basically my 48-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
So this level is a scary one, though. This one's kind of rough.
People on the camera may appear older than they actually are.
May appear older than they seem.
And some of us appear younger than we actually are.
Which one am I?
You're
Old.
You're a toddler. You're
Okay.
an Nintendo toddler.
Okay, so I am going to ask for serious time at the end of this level. And if people don't know what serious time means, that just means shh. But basically, there's these platforms that you're supposed to be riding. We're going to do the end of this level without any platforms, and there's a lot of death barriers. Starting with this one, there's a lot of death barriers here I have to watch out for. Basically, anything could kill you. So there we go. Thankfully, nothing killed me. But There's more. I'll let you know when you can applaud because I need serious time for this now. Okay, almost. Okay, you're good. All right. That is so hard to do. I'm so glad I grabbed the green star. So the backup is to grab the wall and then get the green star. There it is. I was waiting for it. I was like, are they gonna let the applause take over? No.
That just canceled out how good
Yeah,
you did.
yeah, exactly. That is probably one of the hardest tricks of the run, so I'm glad that I didn't die on that. So. And the other thing, too, is if I miss a green star, there are backups, but they're obviously slower, so we're going to try not to. Also, we have been skipping green stars. We have a specific route that I'm going to be doing, but if I miss one, I do have some ones I can grab later on if I need to. All right, so we have another auto-scroller here, but this one we can actually do some cool skips with using Toad and the Tanuki suit. Basically, we're going to be pushing the... we're going to jump between these two trains barely, that you can do that, and we are going to be pushing the scroller, the auto-scroller forward just a little bit each time. So there's one. There's still a lot more, so there's two. And then we're going to stop here, grab this, if I can. There we go, thank you. Get run speed again. All right, and two more that I need to do here. All right, and get run speed here. Perfect, nice, all right, cool.
How did he get in there?
I don't know how Captain Toad got in there. All right, there we go, nice. All right, and we have another tough trick that we're gonna do on this boss fight. This boss fight is Pom Pom, and basically this used to be frame perfect on Wii U, but because they upped the running speed, you now have like half a second to do this, but let's see if I can get the early hit.
I love her. She's beautiful.
There we go. That's the early hit before she can teleport away. So that skips one of her phases.
Wait, which one's the real one?
The one with the pink boomerang is the real one. I know you were joking, but I'm
ninja
explaining that for
star.
people. There we go. Nice. You can kind of tell which one is going to be her sometimes because she's the dust particle will actually sparkle more than the others. It's very hard to tell, though.
I think you can tell because it's the one you can hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you can hit them all. They just, disappear.
All right, there we go. Yay, blue fairy save. Let's go.
Her hair is pretty cool.
Her hair's okay.
Wow.
I'd rate it like a 4 out of 10.
Really?
No, I mean, okay, each one of them has different hairstyles. I don't know which one's the best.
She's at least a 7 out of 10. For me.
Honestly, Teal Fairy might be my favorite. I'm a big Teal Fairy enjoyer.
Fairy. Is that her official canon name?
Yes, yes, it is. You'll see. It's in World 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the World 3 fairy, so it's a 3 out of 10, right?
Yeah, well, it's 3 out of 8.
True. That means the world. Well, there's no World 8 fairy.
It's Bowser.
That's true. Oh.
Bowser's an 8 out of 10. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we have this little oh, you thought World 3 was over? Just kidding. You have to do a boss fight. This is Histocrat, and we're going to. They actually, one of the things that is worse about this version, I love this version more than the Wii U version, but the one thing I don't like is that they actually nerfed everybody's jump height. So it makes this way of beating this boss really fast a little bit more difficult, and you'll see what I mean when we do it. So normally you're supposed to climb up these snakes, and they have plates on top of them. We're just going to spin and dive at the very top, and we're going to do that 3 times. So I hope you liked the boss. I'm glad that they went above and beyond and made this boss super well designed, but I'm just going to skip all of it.
We don't even get to hear his music from her.
I know, it's like one of the best tracks in the game.
We'll hear it with Motley Boswell. We can't skip that. So there we go. Nice. And I've done this before. Don't forget the green star. All right.
Those are like 2 eyes.
That is like 2 eyes and a nose and no mouth.
No mouth.
Bro can't
I
yap.
have no mouth and I must scream.
How do you scream with no mouth?
I have no mouth, and I must commentate Mario 3D World.
That's what makes it horrifying.
All right, so now we move on to World 4. The big difference between the routing of Wii U version and Switch version was we actually have to play half of World 4, and then we're going to go back and skip the rest of it. They patched out a out-of-bounds overworld glitch in the Wii U version where we could fall out of bounds from World 8 into the mystery house of World 4, and that's 10 green stars, so we really want those. They patched that here. There is a way to do it with multiple controllers, but it's so complicated that I don't even bother. So instead, we're just going to play half of World 4, which is fine because we get to do another really cool level with a cool skip along the way.
Her hair is not as good.
Her hair is definitely like skippable. That's why we're not getting her. That's why we're not saving her.
The fashion crimes have condemned you.
True. All right, we have another cool skip here, another auto-scroller skip, which is a lot of the skips in this game. I think you'll come to notice that. Anytime there's a skip, it's a skip waiting. And that's going to be the end of this level. But we also, so the catsuit's very overpowered if you haven't been able to tell yet. And the main thing about speedrunning this game that you need to know is like what levels have catsuit refills if you lose one, you know, and where you can get your next one. Just knowing that is something that like you need to know if you're going for a top time.
Yeah, you do have that backup item sort of
Yeah, you can hold two. One that you have on you and then the other in your slot. So I'm going to turn the camera here. We're supposed to ride this big ant, but instead we're just going to do this. And there's spikes here. What am I going to do? Take damage and barely make it up here. There we go.
I can't believe you skipped Big Ant Dude.
Anyways, I don't know how to move on from that. So there we go. That's it. That's the level.
Wait, is there fireworks? No, there's not.
There's no fireworks.
Darn.
Don't worry.
You did this one correctly.
I did this one.
You did
I've only
this
gotten 2 so far. That's less actually than I normally get. So
far.
So far. That is the key word.
There's time.
There's time.
How much time we got? Oh, yeah, we got.
We still got an hour.
Yeah, just make sure your actual speedrun time doesn't end in a 1, 3, or 6.
I do not need them to boo me after that. I will wait at the flag for that. Yeah. All right, so we did lose a catsuit here in the last level on purpose, of course, but we're going to get another one. The only catsuit that we have in this level, though, is from a random item block. However, there is a consistent method of getting one if you time it correctly, so that's what I'm going to try to do here. I'm also going to paint on the wall, and the reason why is because so my touch screen finger doesn't disappear, because it will after a little bit.
So you had a logical thought for that. My thought was like, why is the wall itchy?
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good boy?
Who's a good wall? You are.
Can we pet Captain Toad at some point?
We can pet Captain Toad. We'll also pet Plessy.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big Plessy enjoyer.
Yeah, Plessy's cool.
Also petting the piranha plants.
Yeah, we do.
Well,
so we're actually tapping them. We're not. We're just poking them.
The piranha plants die from being petted. So.
All right, so right here we're gonna hold out here and. There we go. Nice. Awesome.
Nice.
So right as soon as your feet hit the ground, you can get a catsuit.
And grab the coins with the cursor.
Yeah, which makes it so much faster.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're going to play this level twice, actually. One to get the regular exit here to move forward so we can get to the mystery house. And then we're going to play it one more time to skip World 4, because it's actually faster to skip the rest of World 4 than to beat the rest of World 4.
I was waiting for the meow.
I wanted people to hear it at least once, yeah.
Yeah. Is there a reason you're not meowing with the characters when you finish the stage, or?
Yeah, you should start doing that.
I just don't want to embarrass myself more than I already am.
I was about to say, it's too late for that. You already got fireworks twice.
You got to go full embarrassment.
Does that make me an embarrassment? I'm sorry. All right, so this level right here, we have these rock enemies, these little blockades of enemies, these boulders, if you will. And we're going to throw them off the edge, but the other ones, we're going to make it a little bit more painful. We're going to use their friends against them and die and die. There you go.
Mutiny.
There we go.
Alternatively, that's just Geodude. That is literally just a Geodude.
That is true, yeah. Except he's bigger.
A less useful Geodude.
So a Geodude.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is a level we didn't do in the Wii U version speedrun. So this is actually cool because it has another auto-scroller skip in it, aka just another skip in it. But we are going to get all 3 of the green stars. But the cool thing about this run compared to the Wii U version, though, is because of the fact that we have to play through some of World 4, we can skip some of the other slower green stars in other levels that we normally would have gotten. So it balances out a little bit. Also, great music. I don't know if I mentioned it before. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it before, but I love the music in this game. It's so good.
Yeah, Big Band Jazzy is my preference.
This is easily like the most underappreciated Mario game. I will say it. I'll be the one to say it. I love 3D World. Any 3D World enjoyers in the audience? Okay. If you're watching the run, I would assume so, but I didn't want to assume that.
It would have been really funny if not a single person cheered during the 3D World run.
All right, so here we're going to do another skip. We're supposed to ride this mushroom here, but instead, a little bit of serious time here. I'm going to do this. One more. Okay, nice. That's a scary one. Okay, I don't want to jinx it.
You got fireworks.
Get ready.
I'm waiting for it. The one meow before the booze was crazy. I don't want to jinx it. I haven't made like a major mistake yet.
Oh boy.
So now I've jinxed it.
Joe, you just got fireworks.
Okay, but that was a major.
That's not major, yeah.
That was a 6. That's pretty major.
Okay,
That's a 6.
that's a whole second and a half.
Like
Like
Joey's mistakes on a scale of 1 to 10.
That gets a 6.
That's a 6.
that's a 6.
No,
Because it literally was one.
see, what would be bad is messing this up on star 10.
Do not manifest this.
I am. I'm trying.
Don't worry, he'll mess up on star 6.
Oh, okay. That's a 6 out of 10 mistake.
Yeah, that's a mistake.
All right, so we're going to use Toad here, and Toad, again, is he's fast. He goes Noom.
Oh, you know a great game that's on the PAX show floor where you can go Noom?
What's that?
That's Windswept.
That's true.
Are there any Windswept enjoyers in the audience?
Yeah. I'm a windswept Kickstart backer.
Nice. I want to shout out Peking Boo because
Yes.
he's a friend in the speedrun community. I don't think he's here, but he's part of the developing team of Windswept.
Yeah.
Anyhow, yeah, so we're just running through here. This part's a little annoying because Toad goes so fast that you could just jump off the edge. Right here, though, we're going to skip waiting for this platform by using Toad's speed there. Just grab it out of the air. And then, yeah, right here, we're going to try to do a little bit of vectoring, just a little bit there. Like I said, just going at 45-degree angles. You'll see that more later on. I love Toad's voice lines, too, by the way. Just like the, okay. All right, and goodbye.
Audience, do show. Oh, we'll do it again. Get it next time. We got to get the big Babo from the audience.
I heard that one.
That was a rooster. Try again.
All right, so we
Nice.
I was waiting for it. All right, so we're going back to this level again. You know, we're taking you around. For those who, you know, maybe just joined the room, I want to show you all the levels. We're going back to 4-2 so we can get the secret exit this time.
Which of the princesses is your favorite? There's only one wrong answer.
If you pick Daisy, it's the wrong answer.
Nope.
What? Really?
You want to know what the wrong answer is? And I'm gonna get a lot of enemies for this. I'm sorry.
Is it Rosalina?
Rosalina's the wrong answer.
That's wrong.
Do you know what? No, there's a secret 4th choice though. It's
All
White
of them.
Mage from Mario Hoops 3-on-3.
yeah, White Mage from Mario 3-on-3. That's the winner.
Yeah.
Did someone just yell Mario? Did I hear that right?
No, and the secret 5th answer is Luigi when he dresses up as Princess Peach. That's the
True.
saga.
That's true. And
All right.
I'll consider Pauline an honorary.
Does she count as a princess?
She's not a princess,
mayor.
but she sings, so she's better than.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think all women are princesses, though. Am I right? Like,
Shut up. Boo.
I did. Yeah.
Get
Let's
this
go,
guy
women.
outta here.
Let's go, women.
Pauline is democratically elected. She's not royalty.
That's true. That's true. Well, she earned it.
So moving on from this conversation topic, we're gonna move on to our next Captain Toad. We're actually gonna do 2 back to back, so I want to hear it right now.
We were just talking about that guy, Peking Boo.
I was waiting for someone to go like, "Come on,
Time for adventure.
Diaper Adventure." All right, that was good. All right, so right again, we're claw gripping here because I need to like do touchscreen, run, use directions, and know where I'm going all at the same time.
We always complain about the Mario 2 characters not coming back, but we got claw grip in here.
I didn't mention it by the way, but there is like multiplayer in the entirety of the game. This is a 4-player multiplayer game, and they actually made it in the Switch version that the Toads levels are multiplayer, and everybody has control of the camera, which is horrible. It's the funniest thing, but also the worst, and you just don't know who to blame.
You got a second controller on you? Oh wait, let me grab these.
I actually have a second controller in case this one
I'll grab
dies.
the Joy-Cons and help you out with the camera.
Okay, so you may be wondering, how are we doing another Captain Toad? We don't have another one to go to. We're actually going to take a secret pipe in World 5 that takes us back to World 1 to a place we haven't gone to. So it's a part of the map we haven't even unlocked, but for some reason it's still accessible, so.
Look how stupid he is, just running in the
I heard you
square.
about to say cute, and then you changed it to
Nah,
stupid.
he's not cute. He's dumb.
You're stupidly cute.
Yeah, that's true.
And this game is multiplayer, and you can tell it's faster for Joey to do it by himself when we're the one that's not playing as well.
Yeah.
It would be slower.
So
for
shout
Joey
out to the fact that I have the world record for 4-player co-op 380 stars, which is basically the 100% category of this game. I have it with 3 people who don't run 3D World, and it's the funniest run ever. It's 3 people who are known for speedrunning Mario Galaxy, and I was in Sweden with them, and we all just did a run, and it's still world record to this day for some reason.
That's unfortunate.
If nobody has ever done a 4-player co-op run, a speed run with their friends, even when they have no idea what they're doing, you should.
You should. And
very
submit it.
fun.
Please submit it. It's so funny to watch those.
There's a lot of co-op categories that nobody has run, so if you want free world record, just go find one.
Also, I hope you didn't want to see this level because I just played it kind of blind, but it's okay. Like, bow, bow. All right, so now that was a good one.
That was
So now we're going to warp back to World 5, and it's going to put us right in front of the first level, so that, saves time. We do this before. We can actually do this like before or after, like in the middle of World 5. We do this beforehand because this is going to perfectly get us to just over, oh, whoops, I need Toad here. This is going to put us perfectly just over 80 green stars to unlock the next level after this that we're going to play, so it works out. The routing is impeccable.
I do want to say that the water is so pretty in this game.
I like this strat here, by the way. You're very right. I like this strat where we take this green shell, throw this in here. It's going to get that key for us. There we go. I don't know if that deserved a clap, but I appreciate it.
But we're not clapping for you. We're clapping for the shell.
We're clapping. The shell did a great job.
They're mad.
Let's go shell. The shell wouldn't get fireworks. So we're going to grab this from Captain Toad, and we're going to leave and destroy Bowser. Goodbye. Time again.
I saw you just drawing in the sand back there with the finger.
Yeah, I just do that for fun. Also, I'm going to tap Plessy here. Hi, Plessy. Hey.
Oh.
You could just kind of tap on him, and he'll do a little dance for you. So I do that.
That was not petting.
That was not. Well, we'll do petting afterwards. We're going to pet him after we're done.
That was like annoyingly.
Here, who's a good boy? Who's a good Plessy? We'll give him pats on the head when we exit. After we keep all arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times.
And get some fireworks.
I actually recently went to Universal in LA, and I actually got to go to Super Nintendo World for the first time. The fact that there's not a Plessy water ride is just disappointing.
Joe, you missed the stamp.
I missed a stamp. Oh, I'll go back for it. Here you go, pets. There we go. And he waves at us too. It's so cute. And then we're just gonna get on there. I don't care about getting on top.
All that.
Who needs that? Also, if you have a Katsu, you could just climb to the top of the flagpole anyways. So, like, I wouldn't even bother, even if I was going for the top of the flagpoles.
Meanwhile, in 3D land.
Meanwhile, 3D land, you don't have that. What? What did you say? I heard someone say something. All right, so we have 81 stars. That's how I know that I'm currently on track for the stars I need right now. I'm going with no route, so I'm just hoping my memory serves me right. So the other level before, like the Peach birthday cake level, if you thought that one was quick, who's ready for this one? This one's really
Bowser
quick.
Again.
Yeah, we destroyed Bowser with the green stars.
Backstreet
I
Bus.
was going to say Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys are back.
We're the
Go.
Backstreet Boys right now.
Toad's the only Backstreet Boy.
Oh, okay.
So notice that those videos where Toad sings all the lyrics. I love those.
Yeah.
Toad sings Bohemian Rhapsody might be my favorite.
I'm a fan of Chandelier, personally.
And there we go. So that's the level. Yeah.
I can't say my favorite Toad sings on here.
That's like I know what one it is.
Yeah, you know it.
As soon as you said that, I knew exactly what one it
A
is.
certain Tom Jones classic.
All right, so we have another little intermission where we have to fight some enemies here. The landing animation from a cat dive actually has like some splash damage, so I'm gonna try to go for a really quick kill here. There's 5 charging chucks, and
They want the gambling.
I'm not gambling.
Surely you can take
I
a
can
few
gamble
moments.
after if
You
we
can-
have time,
you can
okay?
Take a few moments out of your day.
But right here, we're gonna go for 1 dive here and 2 dives. Nice, awesome.
Nice.
Okay, cool. If you miss that, you kind of just have to improvise. All right, so next up is probably the most like when they were like marketing this game, they tried to trick everyone into thinking this was a real open world 3D Mario game, and they used only this level to show it off, which is Sprawling Savannah. They just used the same grassy plain, being like, look at how open it is, and you can have 4 players. Thanks for lying to me, Nintendo. Also, I want to shout out that this game is, for those who don't know, when the Switch 2 comes out, this game is getting a free Switch 2 upgrade. I have no idea how that's going to impact this speedrun. Probably not much. It's probably just going to up it to 120 frames and increase the draw distance, but watch them just make this like 20 times faster or something, I don't know.
Clearly, it'll add Wii U gamepad functionality back.
Yes. Let me use my Wii U gamepad on my Nintendo Switch 2.
Mouse mode for the cursor. There you go.
But if you want to see the pop-in for this, there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
This is what I mean by increase the draw distance, because just look at the stuff popping in the background. It's crazy. All right, so we're going to use more vectoring here with Toad. It's harder to do it with Toad than with Luigi, but there we go. I got it. Nice. And we're Newman. We're going fast. Meow. And there we go. Nice. All right, so and the last thing we're going to do here is, like I said, we can use our cursor to pick up and pause things. So we're going to pause this platform here just by rubbing it. And we're also going to pick up these green coins here for this green star. So we can just pick it up in one straight shot and go to the end. There we go. All right. So now you're probably thinking, if you've played 3D World Co-op, you know this next level. It's the level where if you jump the platform switch. Thankfully, I don't have these two playing with me.
I can help.
If you can help kill me.
I can mash jump real quick if you want me to.
That would be horrible. If you guys know the popular speedrunner known as Cosmic, I did a video on his channel when this game first came out on Switch, where we grabbed 4 top runners of the Wii U version, and we all did a run of this. This level was so funny to do in that video. But we're going to use Peach, so we're going to be skipping a lot of these platforms. We're also only going to get 2 green stars here instead of 3. That guy killed his own friend. That's crazy. But right here, this normally is very annoying to do, but again, what they don't tell you is you can use the cursor to grab these instead. So there we go. And like I said, you may think this level is annoying. It's actually one of the more simpler ones, but there you go. Oh, no fireworks. I thought I got it for a second.
You're safe for now.
Yeah.
My brain internally is like, don't go there, don't do it.
Your brain internally is just fireworks going off constantly.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's just constantly 4th of July. Or 1st of July if you're in Canada.
So your brain is a Michael Bay movie?
When Michael Bay directs Up and it's just an explosion.
Michael Bay directs Mario 3D World and Joey gets every firework in his run.
And it blows up my Switch.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to use Luigi here because we are going to be using more vectoring here, and specifically we're using him because of this green star, where we're going to bounce here and barely grab it. There we go, nice. And then more vectoring right here. You can really see what vectoring is like, as you can see here. We're just going really fast now. There we go, and yeah, there we go.
A whole run before now was way too slow. I'm glad you're finally starting.
Oh yeah, no, we were definitely going so slow, right? All right, so now we're going to grab this. We're going to skip this entire last climb up by grabbing this trampoline, putting it right here, ground pounding on it. We're going to stop for this green star just by diving into it, and then use the cat suit to climb all the way up. And just like that, the level's done. There we go. Nice. That's another level I'm always scared of, so that went really well. We haven't lost a cat suit yet either, which is very impressive.
You lost one.
Did I? Well, on purpose. On purpose.
Oh, yeah.
I meant when I didn't mean to.
You didn't mean to.
You lost one. You still were fast when you lost it, though.
Here's the thing, though. You probably shouldn't have said that, because now you're about to lose one.
Yeah, when you lose one.
Okay, to be fair, we're due for a mistake. I'm still waiting for it. We're due for a that's never happened before moment.
Oh, her hair's lame. Why are we saving her?
Because it's purple.
Let it be known, if you ever get captured by a big turtle, if your hair is not good enough, we won't save you.
Clay will not save you.
Clay will not save you, and I won't either.
Yeah, Clay is part of the fashion police, actually.
Yeah.
Finally. Please rate my outfit on a scale of 1 to ew.
Ew.
Cool. I am wearing my GDQ shirt, though, so it's good enough.
You suited up for the occasion.
I suited up, and then jeans because it's raining out. All right, so this...
Joey, we actually have to save this princess. We're both wearing a purple shirt.
That is true. So right here, this is what I used to, this cycle right here with that green star. On the Wii U, I called that the God cycle because only people who were top runners at the game could make that cycle. Nintendo said, screw you, we're just gonna make every character faster.
Yep.
And now anybody can hit that, so there you go.
Oh,
Okay, I need serious time. This boss is so difficult, okay? Like, it's really hard. Oh my god, okay. Like, because there's so many places he could go. I don't know where he's gonna go. It's just really scary.
Well, watch out,
and
that
then,
platform
yeah,
fell.
yeah, and then that platform fell. It's just so scary, man. And then, like, who knows where he's gonna go? He can go left, he can go right. Oh my god. I'm joking, by the way, if you can't tell. This boss is, like, the easiest thing in the world. So there we go.
Nope.
And Michael Bay would actually make a real explosion here,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
unfortunately, we're not Michael Bay.
No.
Or fortunately.
I wish
fortunately.
well, I don't want to be Michael Bay, but I do want his paycheck.
Okay.
Oh, there she is.
There
She
she
doesn't
is.
deserve this, but
Okay, everybody shield your eyes. Okay, we're not saving her, okay? Like, it didn't happen if we didn't see it, all right? Also, if you like these jars that they're stuck in, and don't worry, because Bowser later on is going to, spoiler alert, capture them again and put them in a bigger, like, Walmart jar that he found. So we're going to get to see Big Jar later.
Big Jar, my favorite character in this game.
If you like the jar, you'll like Big Jar.
I don't know if I'm ready for a big jar. That's pretty jarring.
Can we boo that, please? Like, thank you. That one person applauding you.
Thank
Is,
you.
Okay,
Thank you. I'm here all
they're
weekend.
an illegally Sam fan
I,
right there.
I get why you like. The
I like
deal.
Teal Fairy. I'm a big Teal Fairy enjoyer. I don't know if that picked up on the mic. I hope it did for Twitch chat. Okay, so right here, this is you know, a pipe, a clear pipe level. Clear pipes were introduced in this game, and they haven't seen the light of day since. But we're actually going to try to skip using them sometimes. Like right here, we're actually going to jump over here, barely make. Okay, never mind. I was trying to jump past that box, but that's okay. Instead, you can see what I wasn't going to do. There you go.
I do actually really like the clear pipes.
The clear pipes are really cool.
Were they in Mario Maker 2 in the 3D world?
They were in Mario Maker 2, but it's also Mario Maker 2.
Well, you spread misinformation, so.
Yeah, they did.
I
see the
do
light
like
of day.
Mario Maker 2, but it really ran its course and kind of fell off after a
Well,
year.
you do run through a lot of courses in Mario
Yeah.
Maker.
That is true.
I like how Joey's like the lead of the Mario block, and he's just bashing every Mario game.
I actually hate Mario. No, I am a big fan of all the 3D Marios, but like a lot of the 2D Marios, I'm not as well versed in. Again, stick around for that Mario World run from someone who is, you know, more versed in it than I am.
I like the 2D ones more personally.
Also, once again, I like the clear pipes, but I don't like using them. So we're just gonna skip that by just climbing on the wall here. And there we go. There's Captain Toad. He's just going for a ride over there.
Captain Toad is constantly chasing his own tail like a dog.
No, he lost his keys in there and just can't get out. He's stuck in the never-ending void. So World 6 is really cool. It has some really cool levels. The second half is just auto-scrollers, though, and there's no skips for them. So it's kind of a mix of, like, a cool world, but we can also just banter. So, yeah.
Wait, we haven't been bantering yet?
No.
No, we definitely haven't. Please banter more. Talk more about Michael Bay, please. Bring Cooking Mama back from the Evil Land run.
I want Cooking Mama.
Okay, cool. All right, so right here, this is a cool level.
I like this theme a lot.
This theme is really cool. There is, again, this is another instance of, can this guy fall in this hole, please?
No.
Okay, they just both died at the same time. That works. We're going to dive up here. This is block right there would normally take you to another section of the level, but because we actually had to do World 4, we're not going to do that. So instead, we're just going to hover over here, grab that. Almost died. We're good.
They wouldn't have known if you hadn't said anything.
I got to make it sound like I almost made a mistake so that they can think, wow, this guy's cool. He backed it up. Even though I think the biggest takeaway anyone's going to have from this run at PAX is, wow, that guy really loves fireworks. But honestly, I've only gotten 3. So I consider that a win for me.
3.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm saving time. Also, I tweeted out about this run being soon, and one of the booths downstairs actually said, hey, if you beat your PB, we'll give you a free desk mat. I'm not going to beat my PB. I'm just going to tell you right now, but I did asked them, if I get sub 140, could I get a free desk mat? So that's what we're aiming for. I'm trying to get that free desk mat. That's what this is for now. All right, so right here, this is an auto-scroller with global cycles. So if you don't know what global cycles is, it's basically as soon as I enter the level, the cycles will be going. And we're trying to catch a cycle at the very end, which means we have to be playing perfectly for the rest of it. So right here, we're actually gonna go through this pipe backwards, barely land on this, very nice. That's how we get the first part of the global cycle. And now we just have to make sure we play clean, and we should be good for the rest of it. That was the main first part we had to hit. So there we go, grab this. And the cycle we want to hit is the one coming up here. We're very early. We're so good. There we go. You can applaud for that. That's the fast cycle. It's not the fastest you can get. There's one that you can get really fast, but you have to use Luigi for it. And as I said before, I'm a Luigi hater, so.
Again with the hate.
I'm joking, I'm joking. Luigi's at least a 6. All right, so there we go. Oh, I accidentally got fireworks. Okay, then now you can boo.
Yeah, speaking of 6.
There we go. Thank you. You think that hinders me? I only grow stronger. This builds me up because now I know everyone's against me.
Well, we're
Just kidding.
against you.
You guys are fully against me.
Yeah, that has not changed.
That started at the beginning when I called you both bozos.
That started when I first met you.
Yeah.
It's been a deep hatred ever since. So this mini boss fight here, we used to think that this was random where he would come out here. It's actually not. This is also a global timer here, depending on when you enter the level. So if you do it the same way, he'll always stay on the same side. I think I messed up a little bit there. Oh, never mind. He's staying on the same side. Nice. So if he goes around the back there and goes to this side here, I love that I can use my cursor to do like a little bit of visual aid. It'll lose like 2 seconds.
Yeah, Joey's doing like a full PowerPoint presentation within 3D World with the cursor and everything.
That'd be so funny if, like, before the run started, I just pulled up a PowerPoint and be like, "Welcome to 3D World."
Oh God, I like PowerPoints as much as the next person, but.
The next person does not like PowerPoint.
The next person hates PowerPoints, actually. Yeah. So I wish we could do the top level because my name's Joey and those guys up there, I like to call them Blowy Joeys. But instead we're gonna do this level. We're gonna do Bullet William base, which is good enough. Shout out to anyone named William who's watching this in the audience, maybe. One person named William, cool. And they weren't even excited about it. They're like, woo.
I mean, they're named William. Can they get that excited?
That's crazy. Oh, I almost died.
That
Okay, we're
scared me.
yeah.
That scared me.
That's always terrifying. I played it very safe there. We're gonna climb up here. This is the hardest skip in the game. So difficult. Wow, that was so hard.
Joey, they're never gonna know when you need actual quiet time if you keep telling them all these lies.
You're right. I need no quiet time. I'm just goated like that, actually.
All right, well, I'll remember.
Well, I did say at the beginning, I want no serious time, but in reality, I meant like aside from 2 moments in the run.
Called it twice, yeah.
Well, because some of them I need like audio cues. There's one trick at the end of the run I actually need audio cues for. So that one I'm also gonna ask for quiet for. But for the most part, like again, go nuts. Within Pax reasoning. Do not throw chairs. Okay, like don't go nuts.
I didn't realize that was an option.
You're on stage. Be the voice of reason. I'm asking the wrong person.
I'm the arbiter of chaos.
This is okay. So this is another level that's an auto scroller. There is a way to skip this auto scroller, but you have to play off screen. Which, fun fact, if you ever watch a run of 3D Land on the 3DS, we do that a lot, actually. We play a bunch of levels off screen, just completely blind, as if we were blindfolded. There's that in this level, but there's so many death planes that it's just not safe for like a marathon-like setting. I'm just not gonna go for it. I do know how to do it, and I've done it like a few times. Not well enough to be confident here, so yeah. But I am gonna do a little bit of off screen here.
You know something that we didn't mention?
What's that?
If I remember correctly, didn't they add the ground pound jump from... Or no, this is the game the ground pound jumps from, never mind.
No, they added it from Odyssey.
Added it from Odyssey, okay.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
they also added what I like to call the pipe slurp, which is if you ground pound into a pipe, it gets a little like that.
Sorry, I missed that. Can you do the...
I'm not doing it again.
I know what you mean.
I know it. You know what I meant. You just wish you didn't.
Something like that.
Sure. Oh, get up there, Toad. Get up. Thank you. All right, and then we're going to do a little bit of off-screen here. I'm going to try not to get crushed. Okay, never mind. I'm just going to wait it. I could jump up there, but like he just didn't get the green star fast enough. I played that so safe, but that's okay. I'd rather not die and lose a minute, you know? If anybody's here interested in speedrunning, which by the way, I feel like you should. I love this hobby. But if you're interested in speedrunning, the main thing that I like to prioritize myself over is consistency. That's why I'm able to be like a top runner in a bunch of games, even if I don't go for the top strats. So like consistency, especially in a 1 hour and 40-minute run, it's key. So yeah, if you ever feel like picking up this game, either on the Wii U version, the Switch version, hey, even if you want to run Bowser's Fury, even though it's kind of boring sometimes.
Again.
Again?
Yeah,
You just
bashing
every single
everything.
Mario game, he's like, I don't like this game.
Well, the Bowser's Fury isn't a Mario game. It's an addition to this Mario game.
It's a Mario.
But you actually play as Mario in it, like this.
That is true. This is a fake one. Also, by the way, we're going to use cursors here to just skip everything. So, here's that. Here's this. There you go. We're actually going to do this next one here. That's the only one we're going to do legitimately. I hope you like this power block because I'm going to tickle it there. Nice. Cool. And then this last part here, just... There we go. Nice. Yeah, you guys can clap. But again, anytime it looks cool, feel free to go nuts. Within reason. I'm going to keep saying that. What? What's cool about cheating the level? Okay, now you sound like every Twitter user I've ever met in my life. Or if I use a glitch, they're like, "Are you really playing the game?" Like,
You know, I was expecting to banter or whatever with you on it, but this just turned into a roast.
it is a roast.
Joey, can you
roast.
really say this is a speedrun? You've been cheating this whole time.
Guys, I think cheating is not cheating because it's funny.
We'll tell your girlfriend that.
What? All right, then. Also, welcome to this. This is the other 3-minute auto-scroller. No, there's not a skip in this. How's it going? You guys come here often?
Probably like once a year.
Probably, yeah, once a year. Sounds about right. Actually, I was at PAX West as well, if anybody was there. Can you woo if you were at PAX West? That one. Shout out to GDQ staff. Let's go. I would hope you guys were there. Where I ran Celeste 64 there, which is a nice, that's actually a free game if you want to run that. And I had the co-creator of Celeste on the couch instead of people who haven't played the game. So
I have played the game.
You've played the game.
Well.
Sam hasn't.
Yeah, I haven't. This is the only 3D Mario game I have not played.
I've 100% of this.
I was waiting for a
Fine.
boo. They're only gonna boo me, so it's okay.
Well, yeah, because they like us.
Yeah.
That's okay. They
They
apparently
don't like
didn't
us.
agree with
Yeah,
that.
they don't like us.
I heard someone just say it's just funny.
I don't disagree.
I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't disagree either. There's the one skip I can do where I can push the scroller a little bit faster there, but that's the only thing
Is
you
that
can
what we
do.
call it? The scroller?
The scroller. The auto and auto scroller is silent. It's just the
Yeah.
scroller.
Yeah, it's the automobile scroller.
Yeah. All right, so right here you have to be careful because when you jump off screen, the game will actually, if you're off screen, it'll move you to the right. So if you jump too far ahead, it'll just kill you. Thank you for someone else for doing that too. I love that this is just turned into let's mimic all of the voice acting in this game. I love it.
Part.
I didn't even hear where that someone said mimic the sounds. Is that what you said? Every time we get a green star, go ding.
What's your favorite character noise in Mario, Joey?
From the probably Toad. You can't beat Toad going like, "Hi, I'm Toad."
Ow.
I know that definitely hurt your
That
ears
one
in the
hurt.
headset.
That one
In the
peaked
headset,
a
yeah.
little bit.
Personally, I miss Mario Kart 64 Toad noises. Those
Oh, yeah.
those ones are very funny to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Wario as well.
Yay, we saved the best fairy. Let's go.
Wario's noises in Mario Party where he's having the worst day of his life every day.
Wario's a good one. Waluigi's a good one. Waluigi just sounds
Shy
like
guy.
he's trying to like absolutely like riz up anybody that's watching, but
And it works.
And it works. It does. You got to see the Waluigi fan base and know that it works, but it works. All right, so once again, we're on from World 6. Just kidding. We're going up to the cloud. This is what the cloud above the sky looked today, actually.
Yeah, that circus tent was on it too.
Yeah, this is the guy from Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, this is Motley Boss. So I like pointing this out because it's such like a minimal thing you would never notice if you weren't like us who put like 300 hours into this game. Motley will always, not you guys, I'm talking about us degenerates in the 3D World speedrunning community.
That's me.
But well, they know. They already know.
They know.
They know.
I know
They know who they
you know
are.
what they are.
they know what they did.
This thing is
But Motley will always. We always thought that Motley spawning like would be random. No, Motley will always spawn in towards the middle of the arena. So if you didn't realize that, now you're never gonna unsee it. So as you can see, again, towards the middle, just like that. I told the world record holder at the time of any percent of this game, I told him about that, and he was like, "You're lying." And then he was like, "Oh, you're right." So I actually taught the world record holder something. That's the only time I could say that about this game. Oh, I got hit. Okay, that's weird.
Boo.
Boo, you suck. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Thank you. Someone did that. I commented at PAX West. I commented at Elden Ring, and I said, "Wow, this run's going really well." And then the game crashed, and then GDQ staff said that.
Hey, Joey.
So,
Joey, this run's going really well.
thank you. I lost
Guess
the cat
what?
suit already. You
Guess
did your
what?
job. Oh,
I was watching the clock count down as you ran toward the flagpole. I was like, is he going to get it? Is he
I
gonna
did.
get
Okay,
it?
I was looking at you because you said, "Guess what?" I blame you, Clay.
My plan worked.
My master plan all along. Okay, so if there's any kids in the audience, I want you all to know that this is your preschool lesson. We're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What comes after 6, right? What comes after 6?
8?
4? That's wrong. Castle comes after 6, of course. Come on, keep up with it. There you go. World Castle. There you go. Someone said 4. Where's the math on that one? That's a show your work equation right there. All right, so now this is Worlds 7 and 8, the final 2 worlds of the game. They are definitely the hardest. They got some really tough tricks in them. I do think that level in World 3 that we did serious time for, I think that's probably the hardest level in the run and the hardest jump in the run. But there's still some scary ones that I got to worry about here. So
Wait, you
yeah.
said World 7. I don't know what World
Yeah.
7
Sorry, yeah,
Yes.
my bad. I missed one green coin. That was really weird. I had to like double back for it. Are you applauding me missing a green coin or that I got it? I can't tell anymore.
Why not both?
Yeah, just yes. All right, and by the way, this skip's really cool. That skip on the Wii U version actually lost a second. Now it saves a second. It's gone through a big, a big change. It's crazy. All right, meow.
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 Thank you, Cat Peach. Was that Luigi?
I was about to say, we got Luigi.
Got the squad. All right, so this next level, in the Switch version, they kind of butchered it a little bit. There's these dash pads, and even if you're playing casually, if you try to jump at a specific point of this dash pad, sometimes it just won't let you. So we're gonna hope that's not the case. But sometimes it is.
I played through this level in the Wii U version with the D-pad because it's easier.
Really?
It is easier.
You're just wrong.
I mean, no.
It's okay. We're all wrong sometimes. This is just your time.
Yeah, just some of us more than others.
And some of us in front of a crowd. All right, but right here is very important. I'm going to bring out my cursor here, and I'm going to try to grab half these green coins. I missed one of them, but that's okay. We can just go back for it. There we go. Grab it? Okay. All right, and jump over here. We're just going to make these big jumps. Very nice. This is why we use Peach. Like I said, every time we use Peach, you know we're going to do some crazy stuff in the level. And speaking of crazy stuff, there we go.
And
nice.
speaking of
Hey,
crazy stuff,
fireworks.
yeah.
That one you have to get fireworks on if you do that jump, so I'm waiting for it. There it is. Honestly, it kind of fills me with like encouragement more than anything, which is kind of weird. I feel like it should be the opposite.
We got to cheer now for him because he's enjoying the booing.
That's my master plan.
He's power tripping right now because he knows he has control over what the audience says.
That is true. I can literally just say like, hey, you guys should clap for what I just did.
Yeah, we should.
Okay, tell you what. How about, because if we don't make another, we still haven't made like a major mistake that lost a lot of time. If we don't make a major mistake by World 8, we'll go gambling. That will be our major mistake, is going gambling.
That is a very major mistake.
That's all that the audience wanted.
Yep. They were like, yes, finally. We've been hoping for this. Nice jump there. That's very easy to die on. Right here, we're going to tap this guy instead of actually fighting him. And then this ending is a little bit scary, but again, if you put as many hours into this game, which I'm embarrassed, with Wii U version and Switch version, I'm a little embarrassed of how many hours I've actually put into 3D World.
We should look at your Switch profile and see how many hours you've put into 3D World.
No. I'm going to kindly say it no.
I'll find out later and post it on Twitter for
GDQ Twitter will just post it on and be like, laugh at this guy.
They'll just say live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. All right, there we go. Nice. And by the way, we skipped those enemies there. It's faster just to jump. That's it. Just jump.
As per usual.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's Mario.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it's faster to jump in a Mario game.
Yeah. So coming up, we have another boss fight here. We didn't see this one before. This is we saw the Brawlers earlier. This is their boss, their like main man here, this big Brawler.
It's Golem.
Yeah. And we're going to fight him. This is kind of RNG, where we're going to try to get a one cycle where we're going to hope that all three of these Brawlers stay alive so that we don't have to spawn any more in. So I'm going to put this guy over here, and I'm just going to hope he doesn't get killed. And then we're going to take this guy and tap over here. So this is completely RNG. It's not up to me, but it looks like we got that one cycle. I don't want to jinx it because it can still happen, but we'll see. We should be fine, and yeah, one cycle. Let's go. Nice. Saving time, baby. Saving time for the gambling later. Let's go.
Oh, and it was so close to a 160.
What's funny is in practice, like before we went live with this, and I was like just setting up, Clay wanted to see gambling because it's Clay, yeah. And I decided to, and I actually got all three correct. So let's see if we can get that again next time.
You didn't get the cherries though, so it doesn't.
I didn't get the cherries, but it's hard to get the cherries on time, especially with the text box. All right, so this next level, there's not too much going on in this level, but it's another case of like the next level is definitely a lot scarier. So I'm gonna get another Katsu refill. It doesn't even matter because we're gonna get a boomerang in the next level for another green star.
The only time we get the boomerang, or is there like
It's the only time we get the boomerang is for this. It's the only time we get anything other than the catsuit.
I feel like the audience will like the boomerang because it has the word boo in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do you have to say that? Now they're just gonna boo when we get it. I like that the audience has felt very comfortable about just yelling stuff out. I appreciate you.
Don't do this at a stand-up comedian's. It's bad. They'll make fun of you.
I was gonna say
they'll make fun of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait here for these guys just so I don't have to get damaged by accident. There we go. I did leave a key back there, and I did that on purpose because you have to watch the cutscene of the key unlocking the box. But if you do it closer to the bottom. Oh, whoops, I missed it. If you do it closer to the bottom, the cutscene will be slightly slower. Again, that's like half a second of time save. It's half a time save.
Yeah, because the camera has to pan.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, I lost that catsuit. It doesn't matter because, like, we're getting the boomerang next time anyway, so. There we go. That's that level done, and I didn't get fireworks. I'm popping off, boys. Let's go. So the next level, we're gonna get the boomerang, and it's not even for the next level. We're getting it for the level after, which is the castle. Actually, we're gonna take a quick pit stop for our boy Diaper Adventure again, which is actually gonna be our last one. I'm sorry. Also, shout out to the fact that Captain Toad got a Switch port before 3D World did. I don't know how that happened, but it did.
I don't know how since he's dead after this.
he canonically dies after this. Yes.
Now, Captain Toad has an uncle on Nintendo.
I also think that Captain Toad has the funniest Japanese name. It's Captain Kinopio.
Yeah, Kinopio is the.
Oh, is it Kinopio? Okay.
For Toad, yeah.
Yeah, Joey doesn't speak Japanese.
I don't. I'm Canadian. I speak French.
I would say you speak Canadian. That's interesting.
I speak Canadian. Yes.
That's interesting.
Also, somebody
Did someone boo Canadian again?
No, I think they booed the French.
They booed the French.
Oh, that's fine. If you boo the French, that's fine. They think we're like.
This is just like the most
offbeat
hateful run.
Oh yeah.
We don't have anything nice to say about anybody.
Except for Captain Toad.
Except for Captain Toad.
He's my boy. I did damage him, so he's my little boy now.
Yeah.
He's like half the size that he used to be. It's like if you like fried mushrooms, but you kept them on the pan for too long.
Don't think about that with Toad.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to the level with the boomerang, which means I only have one catsuit for the next 2 levels. It makes it a little bit scary because I can't lose my catsuit. But I'm just, again, I'll be fine.
Just don't get hit.
Just don't get hit, lol.
Hey, Joey, what's that?
Hey, Joey, what's that over there?
Look behind you.
Ah, spider, it's behind you. All right, so we're gonna grab this here. I am gonna wait for this cycle just to be a little bit safe. I can usually catch it, but we are gonna do this. Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Fly over the lava. I love that I told them to clap for anything that looks cool because some of these things are like the easiest things that I've done.
Well, now that you told them.
Yeah,
Now they're just not gonna clap. All right, so these guys, by the way, if you go on top of the pipe and because you can go on top of the pipe and not actually go inside of it. And if you do that, those guys are actually an instant kill. It doesn't matter what power-up you have. They will just immediately kill you. So that makes this part a little scary because of this. But thankfully, you can just run.
Thankfully, we're on the Switch with increased speed.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. If you, woo!
The flagpole is steaming, kind of.
What?
It's got the fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has the shimmer of
Yeah,
being
the-
high temperature.
I thought you were like, it's smoking.
Yeah.
It literally just has smoke coming off of it.
No, not quite.
Not yet.
Bowser did not light the flagpoles on fire. Yeah.
Also not yet. We went to dinner yesterday. We ordered a drink that they actually lit on fire, which I wasn't ready for.
Shout outs to the Tropic Like It's Hot.
That was the name of it. The Tropic Like It's Hot is my favorite name for a drink I've ever heard in my life.
But it also had little umbrellas in it, and they accidentally lit one of
They
those on fire.
actually set it on fire. Yeah. We got a pyro show with it, which was cool.
That was pretty cool.
All right, so now we're going to, this is the level that we got the boomerang for. Now, what's funny is there is a backup for if we lose the boomerang flower, which is tagging in a second player and just yeeting them off the edge. So, so need be, that is an option. And it would be really funny if I tagged in, gave the controller to Clay, and just threw him off the edge.
I mean, that's what I
afterwards.
do to everyone in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, is just yeet them off the edge.
If you played this game with your brothers and sister and didn't just continue to try to kill them, did you really play this game?
Yeah,
No.
They say this is a co-op game. No, this is not cooperative.
No, this will actually ruin friends and families' relationships. Let's be honest. I mean, more than Mario Party, honestly.
It's
a battle royale, yeah. Okay, so right here, this is the Bowser boss fight. Look at that car, man. That car is sick. But you're supposed to hit him either on his car, you're supposed to hit him 9 times, or on his body, like here, you're supposed to hit him 3 times. But what you can do is, instead of using the catsuit to hit him, I can just use my finger and hit him instead, and it's way faster.
Your disembodied hand.
My disembodied hand that I'm definitely using. Imagine if it was like a smart TV and you just had to actually touch the TV. I think staff would hate me for that one.
Yeah,
All right.
That was a real automobile scroller, though.
An automobile scroller. I was waiting for a boo there. No one did it. Also, yeah, you can see the gaps, by the way, where the other Sprixies are supposed to be. I find that really funny.
Her hair's cool. She's fine.
She's fine. She can live.
She can live. Okay.
But yeah, there's the 5 Sprixies that we saved. The only 5 Sprixies in this game. Don't look at the 2 spaces on the left. That doesn't matter.
What spaces?
Exactly.
That's for Peach.
That's the end of the game, right? Just kidding. Here comes Bowser ripping the end screen off. So are you guys ready for the Walmart Big Jar TM? It's my favorite.
I didn't know they had the trademark for that.
Here it is. Big jar. There it is.
There's a little more breathing room in there because you didn't save all of them.
Yeah, but they also share oxygen, so we got to finish this run quick, okay? Like.
Also, I like how it still showed the rainbow, even though it didn't have all 7 of them.
That is true. All right, so yeah, once again, welcome back to counting, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, castle. What's next, though? What was that? I heard 4 words from someone. Super Nintendo World? Okay.
I mean, that
Honestly,
makes sense.
kind of.
That makes sense.
I thought you said like Super Nintendo Power, like the magazine.
Yeah,
I'm
this
like,
is Eggman Land.
welcome to Bowser Land, everybody. This is Super Nintendo World, actually. All right, so this World Bowser actually has some really cool levels in it. This is the last world of the game, though, and you may be looking at the estimate being like, wow, he's really far over. This world literally takes like 25 minutes, so we still got some time. But I'm going to refresh our catsuit here. And, you know, I'm just not really feeling that box. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just going to fly on over here. And then I just really have like a hatred towards boxes, if you don't know.
Dude,
why
are we...
add on to the list of things that I despise.
You don't like
okay, in
Mario.
all seriousness, like most of the things that I said that I hate in this run, I generally don't. Like I love all the Mario games and stuff like that. Luigi's Mansion I love as well, all 3 of them, even 2. Once again, I'm just over this one right here. And then there's this auto-scroller you're supposed to do here. But instead of waiting for it, we can just barely catch this cycle. Very nice. And then once more, who cares about that box? We're just going to fly on over here to the end. There you go. Nice. Get the top. Let's go. I didn't mean to, but I'll take it. I think my controller drifted there. So. All right. So also, this is kind of like... the moment that coming up soon is the moment where I know if I have enough green stars for the entirety of the run. Like I said, I need 170 for the end of the run. So 144 seems to be the right amount. I'll know by the time we get to like one level before the end. So
It would be funny if the number of green stars you needed to finish this game was vibes-based.
true.
It's like, I'm sorry, you've been hating too hard. You need more this time.
Yeah, you need more this time.
Every clap is another green star that I need to grab.
Green star tax. Yeah.
Oh no, we need to get all of them. Can we extend the run by 3 hours?
Please, no, let me go home.
You're acting like you're not just going to go play more Windswept, which you probably will.
I probably will.
I need to find the game Constance. As a Celeste
it's
runner,
right it's right next to Windswept.
Oh, perfect. As a Celeste runner, I feel like I need to play Constance. It's like Celeste meets Hollow Knight, so.
We just had that earlier, actually.
Yeah, we just had Celeste earlier.
Yeah, we
No,
did.
but Celeste means Hollow Knight because it was also a Metroidvania.
That is true.
Yeah. There was another game on the show floor, which is name I can't remember. That's also kind of like V.
That doesn't help, Clay.
What are you here for?
It's like, listen, I'm bad with names, apparently.
Apparently.
Who are you?
Who are you? All right, so there we go. Nice. And then I like just chasing after Peach with this like disembodied hand.
I don't think Peach likes that.
I got fireworks again. I'm waiting. I'm like just like upsettedly waiting for it. I like that there's one person that woos before it. It kind of counteracts it a little bit.
I like that every time you get fireworks, the boos get louder.
You just go into work the next day. It's like, why is your voice broken? I booed someone like 25 times in a speed run. Okay, are we gambling? We're gambling.
Let's go.
Okay, if I get 777 coins, which means all of them need to match, I need you guys to pop off. Okay. Okay. Aww. 3 out of 4 is still fine, okay? Like,
Boo. Do it again.
do it again? I'm not doing it again.
You actually can't. I think it'll.
Yeah, you can't do it again on this one, but I'm not wasting more time.
Also, Joey, because you didn't sing it. Oh, dang it.
Aw, dang it. Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it. There's that in other I also run Astrobot, which I ran this year at GDQ. Thank you for that woo. I appreciate it. There is a game, there is a category called gambling percentage, just an IL of the casino level. Shout out to two round, and for those who don't know me, by the way, hi, I'm King J. I'm known for two things. One is for in terms of the GDQ space, I ran Astrobot at GDQ, which is like an okay game, and I ran the best game called Golf with Your Grandmother at GDQ.
I wish you were here with us now.
Gone but not forgotten.
Golf, but not forgotten.
Golf but not forgotten. If you if you want a really fun YouTube video to watch, is that run. Just look up Golf with Your Grandmother on YouTube. It'll pop up right away.
Yeah,
it's the only thing that game has done.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's not many other videos of that game.
That's crazy. It's surprising that video got a lot of views too. It's got like 50,000 views. All right, there we go. Nice. This is another auto-scroller, but I distracted you with the best game of all time, so there you go. Yeah. We have another quick hit, early hit here that I have to do, so here we go.
Yeah, it was the train levels.
That one was
on rails.
I appreciate
that. Was on rails.
I
nice.
appreciate the one person who did the pom-pom impression.
Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And this is the last time we're going to see either pom-pom or boom boom, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
No.
going to say that's a boo.
That is a boo, yeah.
That is a boom. Well, it's not a boom because boom boom's not here anymore.
It's true.
It's a palm. Thank you. Why are people actually doing it? People are actually giving me 5 big palms. This audience is great. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are awesome. Also, you know what? I'm going to shout at the people. If there's anybody who is in the hallway watching this, can I hear an applause from you? Okay, I heard it very faintly because I know there's some overlap of people wanting to be in here that couldn't make it in because they are literally capping this room up because it's too packed. You guys are too hype.
It's too Paxed in here.
It's too Pax East in here. Pax East 2025. Let's go. All right, so this level is really cool. We're going to do a lot of peach fluttering here. So these... Whoa. I told you I was overdue for a death, though. So there you go. There's our death.
That was the only death.
There was a lot of peach fluttering, but not enough, apparently.
Yeah. So like I said, these floors are invisible, but thankfully I know where I'm going, typically. Except, don't say clearly with that kind of tone with me, mister.
It is worth noting you did keep the green star that you got before you died.
Yes, that's why I died.
That
totally.
was a mom tone of voice, and I'm still mad I didn't get to meet your mother.
Look, these two are allowed to make fun of me. Random audience members are not allowed to give me that much sass.
I allow it. As the arbiter of how much we get to make fun of you, I give the audience full permission to go ham.
You are not the bouncer of applause, okay?
No, he's the bouncer of booze.
Yeah, that is fair.
The booncer.
The booncer. You know, there is that game, The Bouncer, on PS2.
Yeah, that is
not a great game.
Not a great game.
But it's going to be at SGDQ.
It is going to be at SGDQ. It got off backup finally.
Finally.
All right, so next up, so that was a kind of scary level. You know, I died on it. Next is a really scary level for the end.
Is it a ghost house?
Yes, actually.
Oh,
well, there you go.
Ooh, spooky.
No, they're saying boo.
Boo.
Yes.
We did take a moment to appreciate the music. I like how I'm just having a conversation with audience members.
Yeah.
This is just like the practice room at GDQ.
It really is, yeah.
Except, well...
Look, I'm all for audience members, like, literally just, like, shouting out things during runs. People who don't like that, like, appreciate your audience members. I'm just going to say it, okay? Like, they came out for the run. They are offering their time at Pax East. Instead of, playing demos of games, they are watching you play a 10-year-old game. So...
Hey, 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah, before you were born. You know?
That's not true. GDQ staff, I promise it's not true.
I mean, I've seen your license.
Unfortunately. All right, so the skip that I'm worried about, by the way, there was a little bit of an auto-scroll skip we did there. The skip I'm worried about is the end, where we're actually going to use a bunch of candles that for some reason have collision, and we're just going to use those to skip all of the waiting that we normally would do. Also, I like this, by the way. Shout out to Jumping on Nothing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna focus here. I would hold your applause to the end because I'm gonna do like 5 really precise jumps at the end.
Bold of you to assume they're going to applause.
Okay, that's unfortunate, and I can't do it. So you know what? I'm gonna do this for the audience. I'm actually gonna reload my file because I want you guys to see this. Okay, I'm gonna take the extra time loss for this. Okay, so unfortunately, I think that kills a sub 140 pace, but that's okay. I don't get a death mat, but it's fine. The death mat was the friends we made along the way, so.
Clay's your death mat?
No, he is my death mat because I've just been making fun of him this entire run.
Do you make fun of your death mat a lot?
No, I love my death mat. It's Andros from Star Fox.
Oh, nice. Because I do have to do this part of the level again, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Which Andros? The super polygonal one?
The SNES Game Over screen.
Okay.
That's who's terrifying.
Not the one that looks like a giant monkey.
Well, I mean, he does look like a giant monkey because he is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
It's the
That makes
Game Over
sense.
one. He's like, angry.
Because I know there's also just the super polygonal one.
The polygonal one is really cool.
Yeah, so by the way, the reason why I failed that jump before is it did actually like drop my hover and drop my input. So I'm going to blame the game here a little bit, but it's also my fault too because I messed up.
It's like...
It's half and half.
It's half and half. I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
I was going to say like it's 80% your fault.
It's 100% your fault. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. If I don't get it this time, I'll just wait out on the auto scroller. I'll take the time loss. Okay, so the real scary part is here. That wasn't the scary part, I know, crazy. But the real scary part is these jumps.
You're not wrong.
Okay, come on. I want to get the fast ones here. Okay, I guess I'm not getting the fast ones. You can actually just jump across the ones like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's the skip. There we go.
Hey.
I'm glad I got to show it off. It definitely wasn't worth resetting the level for, but it's okay. And yeah, but that one's actually faster to get to the top of the flagpole.
So this is the real reason to reset the level. You got fireworks.
Do you think it
Oh my god.
Do you think it hurts when you...
It keeps getting louder.
She just ground pounded from like 70 feet onto a large like mass. That has to hurt.
It was round.
It was round.
It was that doesn't make it better.
That doesn't make it better.
All right, so we have one more. We're coming up to the end of the run. We only have this mystery house. We have one more level, 2 boss, or sorry, technically 2 more levels, and then 2 mini bosses.
Yeah,
So,
we're so close. We have all this stuff left to
It's not much
do.
though. Compared to the rest of the run, it's not much.
Yeah.
All right. So this one's all about the cat suits. I'm gonna grab another cat suit here. There we go. This is where I be quiet so that the audience can be my commentator. So they can just do Toad voices. This part's really hard because really easy to go too fast and jump through there before those spawn. So yeah. Also, those scratches I'm doing a Toad, it does actually save time. Like, it does help with vectoring. So I'm not just, just mashing buttons, I promise. Or making Toad yell more than he already is.
Could have fooled me.
There we go, nice. We are halfway there, that is true.
And with this run, we're definitely living on a prayer.
Okay, I don't know if we're starting a sing-along now. Come on now. We have to abide by Twitch DMCA laws as well. All right, very nice. Good, and we have one more here. This one's really easy. But I am gonna act like I'm bad at the game by pretending like I didn't mean to jump off the edge at the end. Okay, ready for this grade A acting? Oh no! Okay, there we go.
Don't quit your day job.
All right. So we still have some scary levels left. Again, these ones aren't ghost houses. They're just genuinely scary. This next one has these moving blocks that we're going to be going on top of. And these guys, someone knows this level. I just heard, oh no, from the audience. We're going to try to skip a couple of them, though, using Peach. This one has some really cool skips in it. It starts off with one right away. Right here, we're going to get some speed and immediately do this jump right here. There we go, nice. Okay, cool. Very tight hover.
I really like the name Grumblump.
Yeah.
I was thinking about...
Keep that applause going, by the way, because once again, another skip here. We're going to do this. Jump there, nice. And I'm gonna grab this Tanuki. You may be wondering, why are you grabbing this Tanuki?
Yeah, why are you grabbing this Tanuki, Joey?
I'm glad you asked. I definitely didn't try to get you to say that. It's for this part right up here. We're going to gain some speed on this block because this is a big one that we have to wait on for. But instead, what we're going to do is build some speed and jump here, and we're going to go places. Whee! Boof. There we go. Nice.
There we go.
You guys are so hype. I love this audience. Thank you. No problem. All right. Also, by the way, small thing. If you ground pound these blocks, they actually get mad at you and they move faster. Do not try that at home with your family members. But that is,
That explains a lot about my childhood.
Yeah, if you want someone to get out of bed fast, you just have to, jump on them.
I'll remember. I'll remember that the next time we room together.
Oh no.
I'll remember that the current time we're rooming together, Joey.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you are my actual roommate for this event, so please do not take that to heart.
I hope you do.
And there we go. That's that level. That level is very difficult, so please applause. Thank you. I'm glad I didn't die on that. If I were to die on any level, the three that I expected to die on were those last 3 levels we played. So having 2 deaths there, that's fine by me.
That one is pretty rough.
Yeah, the one in the ghost house was pretty bad,
And
though.
the Wii U version of it, I think, is harder.
The Wii U version's worse, and I will mention this. Another change they did in the Switch version was they didn't have the save icon pop up in between each level. They do it in the background now. Before, they had like a text box showing up saying, hey, your game has saved. However, we could actually get rid of that in the Switch version, or in the Wii U version. We had to overload our memory so that the game didn't have any room to save, which means if your game crashes, the run's over. So that was always worrying.
I mean, the game, generally, if the game crashes, your run is probably over.
Sometimes, but there's also like how I reloaded a file there to get my cat suit back.
Yeah,
you can't do that on the Wii U version.
Oh, yes.
Because you would have to close out the
Quick
game.
load, yeah.
But this is Motley Boss Bob, except slightly difficult. Oh, whoops. There we go. It's okay, good.
Thanks for the demonstration.
Yeah, slightly difficult. Because we can't just swipe him, we do actually have to jump on him. This is why we pick Luigi, because his jump height is higher, so it gives me more time to know where Motley's going to be. And the other reason why I picked up this Tanuki, by the way, is because we are going to actually use it for a skip on the final level after these 2 boss fights, so yeah. Also, we're going to leave this one Luigi in the dust. The real one definitely just fell off the edge,
Yeah.
okay?
Now he's been replaced by his much more likable.
No, now we've got Mr. L.
Mr. L, yes.
Meow.
Meow. All right, so we have one more boss fight and then one more level. Unfortunately, I think we're barely going to miss sub 140, but that's okay.
But guess what? That's still underestimate.
That's still far underestimate, yeah.
No.
Again, I practiced a lot for this run. I'm glad most of it's showing off.
Yeah, you do have 100 and nice stars now.
That is 100 and nice stars, yeah. You can also see more of Luigi vectoring, which I didn't really show off much in the run, but I'm showing it off here. All right, so right here, and once again, this is Histocrat again. So this is actually the female version of Histocrat. I like to call her Mistocrat.
Oh, I like that.
And once again, we're just going to absolutely cheese everything in this boss fight. So
Yeah, and just like her husband, we're still gonna. They'll be reunited soon.
they'll be reunited soon. It's crazy. That's insane. All right, there we go. Nice.
I hate
Awesome.
There's no mouth.
There's no mouth. And we are actually going to swap to the Tanuki suit here at the end. The other reason why we have the Tanuki suit is that it actually makes the end of the run Thank you. It actually makes on the pole. There we go. It makes the end of the run slightly faster because time ends on the final flagpole when the numbers appear for the score. And so if you grab the pole as a cat, you have to wait for like 2 seconds. So we save a whole second. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, what's in there?
That's a mushroom.
Hey, what's in there?
Yeah, that's a mushroom house. I'm not going to go see it. Okay, so we have a tradition at GDQ events where we get the audience to say hype during hype moments. You know what? We're at the end of an hour and 40-minute run. Can I get some hype? Thank you, thank you. Let's go.
Jared, there's a 1-up on the ground. You missed it?
Oh, my bad. I'll go get it. Okay, so we switched to Toad here, and the reason why is we're going to go zooming again. Here we go. And you may think, like, how far can you go? You can go far with this. Like, look at him go. There we go. Nice. All the way there. All right. And so, yeah, I'll give a little, like, there is one more auto-scroller skip that we're going to do. Because it's 3D World, we have to do one more auto-scroller skip before the end of the run. And it's going to be the last, like, auto-scroller of the game, too. And it's also one that's very difficult. So, and this is the one that I mentioned.
Oh,
that
Captain Toad's okay.
Yeah, he's
Captain
good.
Toad.
He didn't die. We just left him. But but the auto-scroller skip that I was talking about before, I mentioned it beforehand that this one I am going to need specifically audio cues for. So there's ones that I specifically need silence for. So I will appreciate that when we get to it. Not right now.
Okay.
This part I just have to wait.
Okay.
So
I was prepared to stop talking.
Yeah.
you guys can be as loud as you want here. So go for it. But while we're doing this, I do want to give quick shout-outs to the 3D World speedrunning community, all of my friends from there, Jensen, Glenjamin, Hex Speedruns, a good handful of those people might be watching right now. I also want to shout out GDQ for inviting me for this. This is literally the second longest run that's here at PAX, so I feel very honored that I for some reason was given that responsibility, but thank you. And you guys let me waffle for an hour and a half. I want to thank my commentators for absolutely ruining my run.
You're welcome.
No problem.
And like I said before, I've shouted you out a few times. You guys have been super hyped. Shout out to this audience. You guys are awesome. And like I said, keep that going because after this is Super Mario World. We got to support the one other Mario game that's in this event. So yeah, we got the 2D and the kind of 2D. Also, yeah, this is Meowser, by the way, if you didn't know. I'm going to pet him right here. And then he decided to multiply here, so he's going to actually eat the double cherries, and there's going to be multiple Meowsers here.
Isn't that more like a gerbil thing?
Yes. Okay, so silence here, please. You'll know when to applaud. There we go. Okay, nice. I messed it up a few times, but we didn't die, and that's all that matters.
We wouldn't know. We didn't see anything.
Yeah, I know. That's a great part about tricks like that. You guys don't know if I messed up. Until I said it.
Yeah. Unless you die.
And then there's one more auto-scroller skip kind of we're going to do here where we're going to snap the camera to us just by jumping up here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. He's dead. Let's go. Woo! That's not time yet.
With all 5 Sprixies.
All 5 Sprixies that ever
All
existed.
5 Sprixies, all of them that matter. But yeah, that is pretty much 3D World. Time comes up in about 30 seconds-ish.
Fireworks are about to happen.
Boom! There we go. Look, I had a love-hate relationship with the audience. No, honestly, again, any amount of crowd interaction is what I love to see during these runs. I feel like it's the best part about being in an audience for a run like this, especially for a Mario game. So I'm glad I could miss the pipe. All right, get ready on time. Let's finish this off. Oh, whoops, grab that. Thank you. All right, and wait for the cutscene with the 5 Sprixies, the only ones.
Their heads are so empty.
And time. There we go.
Hey, Joey, you got fireworks.
I did get fireworks. Yo, 333, that's a sick number.
Oh, hey, also look at the seconds for the actual time. Also ends in a 3.
Double fireworks.
Oh my God, this audience is crazy. Oh my God. That's a packed house.
I thought you were handing that to me. Like, yeah, sure.
Here you go.
Sure, all right, my run now.
But yeah, any shout outs that you guys have?
Just thank you for being here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being
well,
here.
The audience.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not you. You didn't have to be
thank
here.
You for having me. Thank you to the audience for hanging out with us. And yeah, that's about it.
I will actually, before I throw it to Sam for any other shout-outs, if in case it hasn't been said, huge shout-outs to all the GDQ staff here who are doing all the behind the scenes. They don't get the recognition they deserve. Seriously, for keeping this going for all 4 days. Before the event starts, after the event ends. So yeah, heart to you guys. You guys are great. Any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'm Illegally Sam. I do actually speedrun games, just not Mario games. I speedrun other platforms.
Games that you haven't heard of.
Usually, yes. A lot of indie games. But if you did want to see more of me, the one who made the bad puns.
That's both of you.
Yeah, I made more.
You made more.
Yeah. I also stream over at twitch.tv/illegallysam.
Oh yeah, I didn't plug myself. Hi, I'm twitch.tv/KingJ444. I run every 3D Mario game. I run a lot of games actually. Like I run a lot of series: Mario, Splatoon, Celeste, Astrobot, and all that good stuff. So if there's any platformer you want to see, and golf with your grandmother, that's.
I thought you were going to say you run all these series: Mario,
Luigi, Mario. That's it for me. Thanks for having me on for an hour. That's way more than you should have. Have a great rest of PAX. Enjoy Mario World next. 2D Mario up next. Yeah, have a great rest of the event, guys.
Thank you.